Hey, how's it going? I had to refresh it so I can actually see the message. I don't know why. It's just a storm in New Zealand right now. So, just, oh yeah, got a little bit of lightning there. It's a wicked thunderstorm at the moment. Yeah, I just noticed it as soon as I refreshed the whole thing. But there we are. Awesome. I'm not sure if you can hear the thunder though, but it's rumbling. Yep, a massive thunderstorm. Because literally, we hardly ever get thunderstorms where I am. But this was a big one tonight, so I'm filming it. Well, there was one there, I'm not sure if that caught on camera, I'm not really sure. But there was another lightning. It just wasn't bright enough. Yeah, it kept on loading on my tablet because the only way for me to read your messages is on my tablet. I'm filming it on my phone, and it keeps loading for me as well. I have to keep refreshing it, which is annoying. But it is pretty dark here nonetheless. You can see the neighbour's lights over in the corner. Come on, get another lightning. Well, that's a lot of YouTube logo emojis. don't think I've ever seen that on there before. Whoa! Fuck, that was actually bright. This is wicked. We hardly ever get a storm like this in my country. Hardly ever. Yeah, it was so bright in person. It actually lighted up my whole room. Can you guys hear the thunder? I'm not sure. Because I know you can see the lightning, but can you hear the thunder? Because they are quite loud. I'm not sure if the phone would pick up the sound. Barely hear it. Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully 20 years or 30 years time, we'll probably get better phone quality. Hopefully. So you can actually see and hear things a bit better. I can hear thunder right now, but it's not loud. There's lightning above, just a little bit of lightning above. You probably won't be able to see it from your angle, but there is lightning right above of me, but it's like real faint. I don't care. Spamming doesn't bother me because it's not giving me no notifications, so I don't really care. I'm not sure, I haven't live streamed in such a long time. Whoa. That was wicked. I used to live stream Minecraft builds, like building stuff on Minecraft. But that was like, damn, that was actually 2 years ago. Man, time actually flies. Yeah. To be honest, I actually missed that one. I was looking at my tablet while that one was happening. Then I saw it on my tablet, and I missed that one. Wicked. Hopefully it happens again. It's my favorite weather. I love thunderstorms. It's just, I love them. Yeah, it's awesome. But it's been a while since we had a storm like this. Well, there was another flash. The rain at the moment is lightly, yeah, it's lightly raining. Wicked. The only thing that's bothering me is that tree. Get rid of that tree so we can actually see the whole thing. But, oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, it was another one. Another one there. Yeah, this is... Honestly, I've never seen a storm like this. I mean, I've been in many storms, and I've never seen that much lightning in one storm. That much lightning. Like, holy shit. There's another one. You heard that thunder? Awesome. Fucking wicked. Pardon my language. No, I don't think it's a pine tree. I'm not even sure what tree it is. No, it's definitely not a pine tree. Whoa, big flash. I mean, it could be. I'm not sure. I'm not a tree expert at all. I don't know nothing about trees and what they're called. I have no clue. No, I am live at the phone is right on my windowsill. It's aiming outside the window. I mean, I can move it this way, this way. Oh, there's a big flash. Awesome. But I'll just put that there. There's no way you did not hear that. There's no way you did not hear that. That was a loud thunder. Tell me you tell me that you actually heard that thunder, because that was loud. No, this is wicked. It's probably one of the best storms I've ever been in. That much lightning and thunder, man. They're like, holy crap. Yeah, I don't really think it's a pine tree. And a lot of lightning too. Don't forget about the lightning. See if I can face the phone over here. See if it does anything. See if you can see more. Oh, someone's coming up their driveway, you can see. Is it a better angle? Yeah, it looks like a good... Oh, the rain is... Holy crap. Fuck, it won't stop, won't they? Rain's going hard now. It's pouring down. Yeah, it's winter in New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand, so it's winter. So there's no leaves on the tree. Kind of gives you a spooky vibe. Alright, that scared the shit out of me. That was loud as fuck. Yeah, I think the storm is right above us. I'm not sure, but it was a big fucking bang. Holy shit, man. That's a lot of lightning in one go. This is a real storm. This is a good fucking storm. Now there's rain coming into my fucking room now. Gotta close the window just a bit. Tonight has turned out to be a good night. Oh, it just keeps on going, like, holy shit. Rain's on phone. Yeah, because it's raining and there's rain is hitting my window. So it might be a little bit blurry. Fuck me, it keeps on going. That will probably from the teardrop on my window from the rain, coming up with all sorts of different colours from the street light reflecting on it. Can you hear the rain? Is it giving any like some sort of ASMR? Awesome. Yeah, it's not raining hard, but it's normally averagely raining. I opened the window just a little bit so you can probably hear a bit more, I'm not sure. Nah, not doing that. The water's coming inside my room if I do that. Yeah, it's a bit blurry right now because of the rain. I apologise for that. It's definitely not the phone quality, it's the rain. Or I'm gonna have to close the window. Because literally water and the rain is coming in and it's making everything blurry. That's a lot of rain. I'm going to try and find a way to get rid of that blur. It's pissing down right now. Just balancing it there. Hopefully they'll be alright. You can see the rain hitting the window. Oh, I'm loving the night. The best night is always a stormy night. Wicked. Awesome. Not so blurry when you look at the lightning. It is pissing down. It is pissing down. I am just gonna check the weather for tomorrow. I'll be back. Yep, it's gonna be pissing down the whole weekend. That was Welcome back. Another flash. Thank you for the for subscribing, whoever did that. Just gonna open.
The Bunbury's headmaster must sign a black, more than the rest.
You really expected me.
Remarkable feat, to enter the Hogwarts castle on one's own, completely undetected. And the theories on another match.
Depending, each is unlikely as the next.
You may recall, prior to the start of term, I was concerned about the appointment of Professor.
Not a single professor inside this castle would hold serious practical interest. But I'm quite convinced the castle is safe, and I'm more than willing to send the students back to their houses.
Without Potter, should we be warned?
Perhaps, but for now, they must sleep.
From dreams, we enter a world which is but we swim into the deep ocean and drown in nothingness.
I should have known that you would be here. Professor Bunbury.
Professor Bunbury. I believe it's true. Yes.
I'm afraid so, Professor. Good morning. I'm
Do you think it happens to just take the samples without justice?
Professor. I will trust God. Professor Dumbledore, sir? Professor McGonagall? No problems,
Leaving the office, and efforts to get things with which sort of mothers immediately. The real things couldn't be generated by pretty significant names.
It's fine, anyway. Going up there, it's more fun.
See this scratch? Other shots will easily tell you who you are.
You know, foolish unloading or filler incantations in this class. As such, I don't expect many of you to appreciate the subtle science and exact art of this question making. However, for those select few who possess the predisposition, I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses. I can tell you how to properly form, breathe, glow, and even discover deep. Then again, maybe some of you have come to Hogwarts in possession of abilities so formidable that you feel confident enough to not pay attention. Yes, how you select. And now, what would I get if I added powdered wheat of acid oil to an infusion of warm milk? You don't know? Well, let's try again. Where, Mr. Positive Idiot, if I asked you to find me a fusion? And what is the difference between Langsford and Wolfgang? Fame isn't everything, Mr. President.
Clearly, mine seems a pretty much last night.
I'm down to see there. For your information, Commissioner, Hospital Granby went to sleeping patients so powerfully it is known as the drug of the living dead. The usual is a stone taken from the stomach cavity which filled with most poisons. As for Langsford and Wolfgang, they are the same kinds which also hold the name of Well, why aren't you all copying this down? About 5 pence will be taken from your house to blacksmith's sheep.
If something bad happens, get yourselves out. Simple. Quiet. The heart.
But we saw it in the sun.
What is that? I don't know. Feels like wings.
Fight back! You coward, fight back! He belongs to the Dark Lord. Take the center!
You dare use my own spells against me, Pastor? Yes. I'm the half-blood
I recently got back from Scotland. Congratulations. Yep, I'm a Scotland smuggler, grandfather, and Peter, the two.
He's not be dead. They can't. We've got to help him. It's fast.
The boat came into its port.
Didn't want to.
You won't believe it.
Listen, we've got to go. We've got to save her.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Harry. You see, as poor Ginny grows weaker, I grow stronger. Yes, Harry. It was Ginny Weasley who opened the Chamber of Secrets.
No, she couldn't. She wouldn't.
It was Ginny who set the basilisk on the mudbloods and Filch's cat. Ginny who wrote the threatening messages on the walls.
Why?
Because I told her to. You find I can be very persuasive. Not that she knew what she was doing. She was, shall we say, in a kind of trance. Still, the power of the diary began to scare her, and she tried to dispose of it in the girls' bathroom. And then, who should find it but you? The very person I was most anxious to meet.
Why did you want to meet me?
I knew I had to talk to you, meet you if I could. So I decided to show you my capture of that brainless elf Hagrid, to gain your trust.
Hagrid's my friend. And you framed him, didn't you?
It was my word against Hagrid's. Only Dumbledore seemed to think he was innocent.
But Dumbledore's all right for you.
He certainly kept an annoyingly close watch on me after that. I knew it wouldn't be safe to open the chamber again while I was still at school, so I decided to leave behind a diary, preserving my 16-year-old self in its pages so that one day I would be able to lead another, to finish Salazar Slytherin's noble work.
Well, you haven't finished it this time. In a few hours, the magic draft will be ready, and everyone who's petrified will be alert again.
Haven't I told you? Killing mudbloods doesn't matter to me anymore. For many months now, my new target has been you. How is it that a baby with no extraordinary magical talent was able to defeat the greatest wizard of all time? How did you escape with nothing but a scar, while Lord Voldemort's powers were destroyed?
Why do you care how I escaped? Voldemort was after your time.
Voldemort is my past, present, and future.
didn't think I was going to keep my filthy muggle father's name. No. I fashioned myself a new name. A name I knew wizards everywhere would one day fear to speak when I became the greatest sorcerer in the world.
Albus Dumbledore is the greatest sorcerer in the world.
Dumbledore's been driven out of this castle by the mere memory of me.
He'll never be gone. Not as long as those who remain are loyal to him.